Hello and welcome back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of the Roses, and in this episode of the Kaibas campaign, we are going to attempt to take down Mako in Dover, or the Straits of Dover.
The Cliffs of Dover. No,
this is not the Battle of Red Cliffs. Alright, so, as you can tell, Mako's map is almost entirely flooded with water tiles. This makes it so that the Suishins that we put into our deck, I think, will be incredibly powerful.
Yes.
Also, our Roaring Ocean Snake is, less useful here, but still pretty damn useful.
Let's see. Legendary Fisherman. 7-colored fish. That one Gaga Gigo. No, he's much later.
Gaga Gigo's not here, nor is Gaga Gigo, nor is Gigo Bite, nor is Go Giga Gaga Gigo.
Neither goes nor Gigo's, Ben. He has made a foolish mistake by attacking an unknown predator.
Yes. Did we get lucky to get Wasteland? No, we did not.
So far, Mako has presented two things. He has at times relatively pathetic creatures and aqua creatures.
Mako's deck is almost completely consistent of some of the more mid-tier aqua and fish monsters in the game. I don't think he's got another type. Well, there's Karyushi, which is Sea Serpent, but does that really count as a different type in this game, since there's like 4 of them?
Only 4.
Seriously, dude. Karyushin, Spike Seedra, Tekriminos, and I think Sea King Dragon is a Sea Serpent, but I think that's it. And all of those were in Forbidden Memories.
Very early Yu-Gi-Oh! Had very limited varieties of cards indeed. Most of them were fiends and spellcasters at this point.
Yep. I'm contemplating on whether or not to make Great Man of the Gold Find here, but zombie creatures actually lose power-ups. Oh, this is one of the really cool flip effects that Mako actually has. He actually has Oguchi, which when flip face up teleports directly to the enemy deckmaster. As
in, this card can attack your opponent directly.
Yep.
And he gains a stat bonus.
Now I thought that moving Tears of the Mermaid to right behind Tears of Oguchi would actually trigger it, but it did not, and I don't know why. Because now my Tears of the Mermaid is being triggered on Akihire.
Alright, well that guy is pretty big, but he's literally Akihiren is literally the biggest thing he's played so far.
Yeah.
Which is not saying much because he only has 1600 attack.
No, he's got 1600 attack because of Tears of the Mermaid knocking him down. Is it 8? It's either 8 or 6. I think it's 6 because Akihiren is normally a 16.
Yeah. Alright, now let's get rid of this little whatever the fuck this thing is right here.
Oguchi.
That pig, dog, kind of platypus-looking guy.
He's a Kaibas pet.
He's a dead Kaibas pet.
Yes.
Go fetch. Pooey.
This over here.
But would he put a trap in defense mode, is the question.
No. The AI never put spells or traps in. Never changed the battle positions of spells or traps.
Surely our powerful creature will be able to help surround and dominate. Haha.
I think we decided to show off the surround victory here.
Surrender. Submit. You cannot win.
No, we just decided to smack him in the face. Damn it.
Well,
I could have swore that I know that during my grinding I showed off the surround victory on Rex at least once, but
you win. Yeah.
All right, so from what he played. It looks like all we really would want would be Karyushin, but instead we got a Fake Trap and a Red Archery Girl. Damn.
Yeah, that's a lousy loadout.
Yep.
Red Archery Girl.
I mean, Fake Trap actually does serve a purpose, just, it would be against other players, because instead of what Fake Trap does is that, assuming that you have it out, Fake Trap will protect all of your spells and traps against Harpy Feather Duster.
Oh, sweet.
It sounds sweet, but the thing is, Mai is like the only AI opponent to actually run Harpy's Feather Duster, and I don't think I've ever actually seen her play it.
Then it is nothing to fear, but
Indeed.
fear of one's own ignorance of the game deck design. So,
let's see, what are we trying to put in?
something that can just knock over Joseph, who is standing upright and half asleep already.
There, we put in another shadow spell.
We've done it.
Yay.
Yeah, this...
Bolong amends. Unfortunately, we're 2 points over Joey, so we had to go back to editing.
Oh, what the f... They should just make a margin of error. They should not... Maybe they shouldn't assume that players are actually paying attention to the numbers. It took me 5 parts to realize where the deck cost number was.
It's okay, Clown. The deck cost mechanic is honestly just here to make it so that your opponents supposedly bring you additional challenges. They don't actually bring you additional challenges depending on their deck cost, mind you. Honestly, the lower deck cost opponents tend to be harder to take down because they end up having a large amount of relatively powerful equip spells, and then you have to have an equivalent number of decent traps in order to take them down. Joey's board is very much just a flipped version of Tristan's board. However, because of how of the way that Joey's deck works, this is going to be somewhat more difficult because Joey actually can bring out Thousand Dragon.
Yes.
Usually, though, he's just playing Beast Warriors and Warriors.
Well, what a well-varied map we have here. I was surprised that Joey would not be running a lot of dragons or winged beast creatures here.
Well, to be perfectly honest, winged beast has never actually been associated with Joey. I mean, the only time that Joey actually had a winged beast card in his deck was for the structure deck, where he had Harpy's brother, also known as Sky Scout.
Yeah, that one time.
It's like, well, my Valentine, you got Harpy's lady, I got her brother. He's wicked cool.
Man.
No, we can't. Oh, okay. So
Yay! Alright. We got him with his pants down. And he's going to take 1,400 to the face.
Yep.
No, my Tiger Axe. Dang it.
I probably should have just tried to trigger Bear Trap on him instead, but... Uh-oh, double power increase.
Oh, shit.
Oh no, it's Flame Swordsman! And because of his effect, he gains an additional 300 attack against dinos. I don't know why that's Flame Swordsman's effect.
There's a lot of arbitrary effects. This is but one of them.
Yeah.
Epic Sword Swing of Doom!
Well, it's Flame Sword Strike, but you know. Our poor Brachioradius has been slayed.
He's become extinct, thanks to the magical flame swordsman of antiquity.
A blue Flame Swordsman had not shown up at this point in the anime yet, had it? No, because... yeah, he still gets spellbound because of elemental dissonance. Brachioradius is a water type after all.
And he was a fire type, of course.
Yep. Unfortunately, our Roaring Ocean Snake cannot actually take that down.
Yeah,
because he's just slightly too powerful. So instead, we're probably going to end up paralyzing potioning it.
You might get super spellbound, which is even worse than regular spellbound. It's spellbound the...
Well, infinite spellbound is worse than normal spellbound.
It's spellbound the turn before it's spellbound.
And our Bear Trap has successfully killed the
Twin-headed behemoth.
Two-headed behemoth.
Nice.
Yep, twin-headed behemoth. We triggered Bear Trap. Yay. Activate Paralyzing Potion on Flame Swordsman.
No, you are bound in eternity.
And start advancing our Roaring Ocean Snake.
Yes, I must agree that gaining control of the field areas around his Deckmaster would cripple him pretty badly. Because so far I haven't seen him play any, fish or sea serpent or aqua monsters.
Well, again, Joey doesn't play those. Huh, that was a spell or a trap card. Okay.
It's okay. The computer's entitled to make mistakes. It helps you win the game.
A power increase on a Toon Square.
Dun, dun, dun. I remember gaining the impression that the function of the Toon Square was just to weaken everything. It doesn't matter what your creature is because you very seldom have a Toon monster. It's just designed to weaken creatures.
For the most part. I mean, the Toon creatures do get a power-up on it.
Yes, but they're the only ones who get power-ups on it.
Yeah.
Well, here's a...
Oh, he triggered my Roaring Ocean Snake effect.
Fool!
That was dumb of him.
He does not account for the consequences of these situational effects.
Indeed.
Well, here's a familiar win
Which means that I can
coming up.
smack him in the face for 2600.
Fuck yes.
And we win. Seriously, kids, get Roaring Ocean Snake. Roaring Ocean Snake is easily one of the best cards in the game.
Here's a creature who never summons from stat detriments. Runs over most creatures in the game. And you can even power it up.
Ooh, there's Copycat.
I'll summon my copycat.
Flame Swordsman, Legendary Sword, and...
Copycat lets me copy any card in the game.
Well, no, actually, Copycat is just monsters. But we got Guilty of the Dark Knight as well. Now, is it Guilty of the Dark Knight or Guilty of the Dragon Knight? I always call it Dark Knight.
I think because it is Dragon. Because they use Lord of D, Warrior of D, the D of D, the Pick of D. God, you are...
And in the next part, we'll move on to fighting Shoddy.